Everybody has their problems in life, but something that everybody needs to understand is that you are responsible for your problems. It could be any problem, but let's be specific. The reason why you're single. Was she cheated on you? She broke up with you? You broke up with her? Either way, you have something to prove. That's why you clicked on this video. You made the correct choice. Here's how to level up on your ex in 5 steps. Let's get it. Number 1, detach yourself from your ex. Now, I said this in the previous video, but I'm gonna say it again. We're not a High School Musical. What you have to realize is that what you wanted to happen with her is probably not gonna happen, especially since you guys aren't together anymore. So, repeat after me, alright? Fuck her, move on. I'm gonna do it 2 more times. Fuck her, move on. Let's change the gesture this time. Fuck her, move on. Because that's exactly what we're going to do before we even focus on the other things. When you realize, or when you tell yourself that we don't really care about her, and we just gonna get on with our stuff and get on our shit and focus on ourselves, then that's getting over her and that's leveling up. When you're able to detach yourself from the situation or detach yourself from the relationship that you used to have with her, then that's leveling up, because you're not going to be focusing on everything that she's doing while y'all not even together. You know what I mean? There's always that crazy ex that's always in somebody's life, or that tries to be in somebody's life, but that's because they're still attached. That's because they're not getting they're not getting into the fact that they're just over, you know? It's not getting into their head. That's what I was trying to say. Number 2, value yourself. Now, this is one of the most important steps of the 5, because this is where you focus on yourself. Success comes from self-improvement. That's it. So what are you going to do to improve? That's something that helped me when it came to me leveling up. Now, this is what I would do. I still do this to this day, but I would wake up, get up from my bed. I have 2 pieces of paper taped up on my wall. One of them, there's one on the top, one on the bottom. One of them says, success comes from self-improvement, that's it. And then the one below that says, what can I do to improve? Now, when I read those 2 things, my response to that is I say what I can do to improve on that day. I say it out loud in front of the paper. I'm not weird. That's just what I do though. I told myself, I could add another rep today. I could finish these 2 pages today. You know what I mean? It's all about self-improvement. You don't want to be somebody else. You want to be the best version of yourself. Now, what I don't want you to do is to be like, I want to be the next Michael Jordan. I want to be the next Kylie Jenner. I want to be the next Muhammad Ali. No, you want to be the best version of yourself. That should be your goal. Because what if that best version of yourself is better than Michael Jordan? What if that best version of yourself is better than Kylie Jenner? Better than Muhammad Ali? How will you know that? You only know that when you improve. You want to know something else? It's been almost 2 minutes and we haven't even mentioned the word X. Because in this part of your leveling up, we're not worried about her. Let's move on to the 3rd step. Number 3, start the grind. This has to be the most important step out of all 5, because in order to get up and get things done, you have to get up and get things done. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? You have to level up. Start losing weight. Start exercising. Ditch them nerdy ass glasses. Start wearing contacts. Start reading books. You know what I'm saying? Start hanging out with your friends. Go have some fun. Go to the club. Go to that party that you couldn't go to because you wanted to be booed up with your little ex. Well, you don't gotta worry about that no more. Go hang out with your niggas cause you single now. You single. You can do whatever you want. And you don't gotta suffer any consequences because you don't got somebody breathing down your neck talking about loyalty and cheating and all that. Here's the time to self-improve because this is when you can do whatever you want in order to better yourself. I've seen a lot of people get into relationships and they get fat and ugly because, they don't gotta impress nobody. They already got, the prize of impressing people. You know what I mean? But now you have something to prove. Now you have to prove to people that you that nigga and you have to give a reason why you that nigga. And that's just from showing that you that nigga. You know what I mean? Now you're able to do whatever you want. Now you're able to glow up because you have a reason to. Speaking of glow up, I want to show y'all a clip of me a year ago, or maybe like a year and 3 months ago. Y'all won't believe it, but this is the type of person that I was, back then. This is the type of person I was when I was in a relationship. Roll the clip.
What's your problem? I'm just chilling. I'm watching my YouTube. I'm just chilling. What's your problem? What's your problem?
Bro, I cringe every time I go back to my past self because I know that all I'm doing is improving. I haven't been in a relationship for I'm gonna say like a year and a half ago. And I spent that year and a half just being better. Now I know I'm not perfect right now, but I know that one day I'll be the best that I possibly can be. Actually, no, let me take that back. I don't want that to be possible. I want to be able to improve every single day. Because if you stop improving, then life is just gonna be stagnant. But let's move on to the fourth step. Step 4, be consistent. Now, I kind of been preaching this throughout the whole video, but just it is what it is. Whatever you're doing, if you know that it's better for you, just keep doing it. For example, what I'm trying to do with this YouTube. If I were to be consistent on my YouTube for like 2 months and then I just stop, all I'm going to be doing is declining. It's almost like I'm giving up. It's like I'm trying to level up, right? If I'm going up and then all of a sudden I just stop, it's not just going to be a pause. You're going to start declining. If you stop working out, your body's just going to start looking worse. You know what I mean? It's like a car. It's like, say you got a car, right? When you driving that car, you gotta refill the gas up every time you use it, every time you drive it. Not every time, but you know what I mean. Every time it gets empty. Because if you don't have enough gas and the gas is getting empty, eventually your car gonna stop driving because you ain't got no gas. So every time you drive your car and you run out of gas, you gotta make sure that you got enough gas to replace it with. I'm trying to use that analogy with this whole consistency thing, because if you working out, or if you're doing YouTube, or if you're doing music or anything else productive, if you stop out of nowhere, then it's not going to pause for you. It's just going to decline. Alright, so if you're trying to level up, make sure that you're consistent with it. It has to be a lifestyle that you want to keep getting better and better. Now let's move on to the last step. Last step, the most obvious of them all, celebrate your achievements. Say you started bettering yourself and you're bettering yourself. You know that you're improving all the time. You know what I'm saying? Go treat yourself. Go take yourself on a date. You know what I mean? Go do something that you enjoy and do it by yourself. You know what I mean? Learn how to be alone. Do some more things with your friends. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is what I said earlier. It's kind of like being consistent, but it's just you enjoying that consistency. Like, you don't want it to feel like it's a job to improve. You know what I'm saying? You want to enjoy it. Like, do something that you enjoy. Like, a lot of people enjoy working out, you know what I mean? That's what strives them to keep doing it. A lot of people enjoy making videos like me. That's what strives them to keep doing it. A lot of people like making art. A lot of people like talking to people. A lot of people like helping people. A lot of people like reading books. And almost all of those, pretty much all of those things that I stated can improve somebody. And the only reason why it's improving somebody so much is because they enjoy it. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you enjoying yourself, doing the things that is improving you, it doesn't even feel like a task. You know what I mean? So, yeah.